it's Disney Girl back for another episode of my Disney's Magic Kingdoms game, Striking Gold. Accept this magical reward for achieving rank 42 on the leaderboard with a score of 420. So I got 2,500 event currency, and I got the special limited time gold trophy that is for the Dreams Do Come True event. So we have still got 14 days, so 2 weeks to go. We still have to bring in 3 new characters though to the kingdom. One of them is a paid character, which is Charlotte LaBeouf, which I am going to be actually purchasing for you guys in my next live stream, which is going to be on Friday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's going to be about a half an hour before your calendar reward comes up, and we actually find out what we need for Princess Tiana. So here is the Princess and the Frog gold trophy. I'm going to sort of put it in between the Voodoo Emporium and going down the bayou here. So there it is. I don't think it's going to stay there permanently, but it looks pretty good right here. I'm pretty proud of myself that I was able to actually get this trophy. It did take a little bit of waking up in the middle of the night, but it was totally worth it. So here's another leaderboard event. Better be wary. Tap all the Heffalump balloons. Okay, so we gotta find those in the kingdom. I believe those are actually pretty big though. We see those pretty often in events. Actually, I think that would actually be a really, really good leaderboard for Dumbo. If they do a Dumbo limited time event, I think that the Heffalump balloons will definitely be something we see for that. So fingers crossed that we get Dumbo in the kingdom sometime in March or April. What? Look at them all. They're all chilling in my Pirates of the Caribbean section. Wow, that is insane. How many of them are there? This is so funny. Oh, this is awesome. Okay, so they're all just sort of bouncing around here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I was trying to click 8. 8, 9, 10. Okay, I think there's 10. I think I miscounted there. Alright, so I believe there is 10 Heffalump balloons that I just got. Oh, I need to collect my gumbo too for my voodoo dolls that are around the kingdom. Guys, remember, we need to collect those every 2 hours for Princess Tiana. I will talk about that though in just a minute. So it is 10, it's every 4 hours, so make sure you guys are checking your kingdom every 4 hours. It's a little bit better than the voodoo because that's every 2. So if you guys want to still do well in this leaderboard event and get some radiant chests here, because the top reward is 3 radiant chests, and all the way up to 600th place you can still get at least 1. So this is really great for a lot of you guys that are working or in school or just, you know, busy with life. This is a really good time to do well in a leaderboard event and get a hold of some of those radiant chests that we know and love in the kingdom. And we are all trying to get that soda concession stand, or the green soda concession stand, which is limited time stuff that is in these trophies, or sorry, in the chests right now. So we pretty much are having a hard time getting these. I don't know anybody actually who has actually got one yet. If you have opened a radiant chest and managed to get one, let me know in the comments below. I'm still waiting to get mine, so fingers crossed for me, guys. If I do well in this Heffalump leaderboard, then I think it's going to be coming my way. Just a feeling. So in this video, guys, I am going to be talking to you guys about all of the spoilers. So if you are not into spoilers, then it's probably a bad idea to click this video. But I'm going to be telling you everything you guys need to know about Princess Tiana and what you guys need to collect for her before she's officially released, so we can get those characters off on quests and stuff like that, and our attractions we won't collect from and stuff like that until she is released. So I'm going to be giving you guys the scoop, everything you need to know. And after I'm done this video, guys, if there's any additional information you need, I am going to be posting on my blog about this as well, some more details and stuff like that, so you guys will be able to screenshot it and stuff like that or whatever, and you don't have to necessarily write it down. Eudora is now level 7. This'll do just fine. Wow, I can't believe she's level 7. Actually, that makes Prince Naveen and Eudora both at level 7 now, so that is really awesome. Louis is obviously a little bit lower than that. can't, and so is Mama Odie. But that's okay. But Lewis is coming back into the kingdom, and we'll get to see his welcome screen. Hey! Lewis is now level 5. Much obliged. Wow, okay, so he is a 5. Mama Odie's, I believe, a 4 right now, so I will be trying to collect enough for her and stuff like that. But he's got dialogue. Lewis, my friend, are you thinking what I am thinking? Let me guess. Rose room, G major, and a 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. Got swing? Send Lewis and Naveen to have a jam session. Awesome. Okay, so let's see how long. 12 hours? Yeah, not gonna happen right now. Naveen's busy anyways, but maybe that will be dialogue that I will have done for you guys for the live stream. So again, something else to look forward when we tune in for that. I also too will have a surprise character, at least one character that I will be bringing into the kingdom, or back into the kingdom, I guess. So speaking of characters coming back to the kingdom, Prince Eric is now a level 10. I've got to tell Ariel about this. He's always got to tell Ariel about stuff, but it's probably human stuff. Alright, so he's all maxed out now, guys. So no more welcome screen from Prince Eric. If you guys do want to see the whole collection of welcome screens for The Little Mermaid, I have done a video for that. So if you guys want to check that out, you can just check out my Disney Magic Kingdoms game playlist. It's very large though, so be warned. Maybe I need to make a playlist just of welcome screens. Maybe that would be a good idea for you guys at some point. But it is labeled, so you guys can search for it actually pretty easily on my channel. If you just type in all Little Mermaid characters welcome screens, it will come up. So yeah, at least you guys can watch all the welcome screens when all the characters are maxed out. So I only have a few more characters actually left from that collection to level up. I believe it's Flounder, Ursula, and King Triton. I believe, have now the whole first row all maxed out. So Sebastian, Scuttle, or maybe Scuttle still has to go. Actually, I take that back. I think Scuttle still has to go. And then Ariel and Prince Eric. So I guess, yeah. That's going to be kind of tough, but that's okay. I'm hoping to get it done by the end of the event, but if not... Oh yeah, so Scuttle is going to be a level 10. He's just got like 13 hours left. But he will be coming back into the kingdom for sure, and so we just have to wait for him to be done. Now, Captain Barbossa is ready to go to a level 9, so I'm thinking that maybe that's what I'll do next, and then that way I can still collect the 100 seashells that I will need to level up my next Little Mermaid character. Because every single time now I want to get them maxed out to level 10, it is 100 of that basic character token that we need for all of them. So it'll be the Gumbo for Princess and the Frog, for Wreck-It Ralph, for example. It's the Wi-Fi and Big Hero 6. It was the Microbot, so... we are going to need a lot of those things, and for every collection there is one specific character token that they all need. So here, guys, I'm showing you all of the stuff you need for, or sorry, my collection, I guess, more or less, and what I need for the Little Mermaid collection still. So I'm doing pretty well. I'm thinking, though, that Flounder maybe is going to be the next one, unless Ursula is actually getting close, but I don't know how fast I've been able to collect for her. Whoa, super fast. I only need 2 more of her special shell necklace, actually. And then, obviously, the 100 seashells. So I'm definitely going to need more time for sure to do that. So, yeah, I guess Ursula will be next. And I'll probably bring her in maybe during the live stream if I'm able to collect enough seashells for her. So, but that is an every hour quest, so I have to keep checking up on that. So we have less than 2 days before the live stream happens and before Princess Tiana and Charlotte LaBeouf come into the kingdom, or are at least released to us. So I have unlocked Tiana, so I'm really just waiting now for the release, like to be official. But she is unlocked and waiting, so it's just a matter of collecting Gumbo, leveling up characters, and that sort of stuff in between then. So let's talk about, guys, what you need for Princess Tiana. I know we will have some dialogue from Prince Naveen, I believe, in a minute here, so I will have to take a break, but I will keep talking to you guys about this. So we are going to need 50 gumbo for Tiana. So that basically means that we need to collect from those voodoo dolls every 2 hours. Make sure you guys have enough. Now, you guys do have until you welcome her to collect, so don't stress if you're at 0 right now. You can get 50 from now until you actually get all of her character tokens and stuff. I'm assuming it's going to take at least 2 days to bring her into the kingdom. The other characters were just over a day, but I think Tiana is going to be 2 days, because I think she's going to be relatively difficult to collect for. A lot more difficult than Mama Odie. So if you guys had trouble with Mama Odie, I'm thinking that Tiana's going to be worse. I mean, if she's not, then hooray, but I don't know about that. We'll just sort of have to wait and see. But I will give you guys the spoilers on her 2 character tokens. So we got the dialogue, though, from Prince Naveen first, so let's do that. Haha, oh boy, Ray's family is a real laugh. Right, once you get to know them, even if there are a lot of names to remember. Yeah, Ray does have a lot of family members. There is Mimi and Lulu and Cousin and Bordeaux. Oh, and Randy. That fly can play the squeeze box like no one's business. Or play the squeeze grub, I guess. Either way, I will always have a friend in that guy. Quest complete. Did it go, anyone? If only Ray were here to see all of us getting along. Bonne chance up there, old friend. So I guess that tells us, guys, that Ray is not going to be coming into Disney Magic Kingdoms because he is up there. Unless he's going to come down and visit us at some point, but I highly doubt it. I think that pretty much gives it away that no tower challenge for Ray is going to ever happen, which is kind of sad because I was secretly hoping that we were going to get some of his dialogue at some point. Okay, so let's talk about the other 2 character tokens that we'll need for Tiana. So we said the 50 gumbos, so you guys can save up for that, I think, pretty easily. 15 beignets. Okay, so here we go. We got Charlotte and Prince Naveen for a 2-hour quest. So you guys will need to purchase Charlotte if you guys want to do that quest. Now, if you do have Charlotte, you can send her out on her own for 4 hours. So if you guys are going to be leaving your kingdom a little bit longer, for example, to go to school or work, I would suggest probably doing that. Prince Naveen for a 6-hour quest. So they can do it separately, but again, they are going to be longer. So I think it's just a matter of how often you're checking your game for that one. Eudora for 8 hours. Woody for 4 hours. Roz for 4 hours, and there is an attraction that you can collect from every 4 hours. So basically, guys, the attraction that it's probably going to be is one of the attractions from the limited time event. So it's either going to be the Voodoo Emporium, or it's going to be going down the bayou, or whatever. So my recommendation, guys, is just solely leave your attractions alone when you wake up in the morning and you want to check your kingdom. Do not collect from anything because other ones are like 6 or 8 hours. So just when you go to bed, just don't tap those attractions. So in other words, don't use Merlin's Gathering Spell because that will collect from them when you wake up in the morning. So this is the only exception. You can use it as soon as it hits 10 o'clock, obviously, but after that, you can do whatever you want. But before, I would just hold off. Okay, then we need 14 of her ears hats, apparently. So the characters that are going to be useful for that are, again, Charlotte and Prince Naveen for a 2-hour quest. So it's going to be exactly the same quest as the one for beignets. Then we have got Charlotte for 4 hours again. So that is going to be a multi-quest for her. So if you guys get Charlotte, you're going to have to choose on sort of what you kind of need for that. Or sort of what you guys, I guess, more or less want to send her out on. Then we have got Mama Odie for a 4-hour quest. So that is going to be basically what Mama Odie's sole job is going to be for like 2 days, is going out every 4 hours to try and collect Tiana's ears hat. Then we've got Lewis for 6 hours. So if you guys have invested in Lewis, he will end up being useful for Tiana. Now, I was a little bit surprised on that because it does not show that Lewis is supposed to be helpful. But apparently that is sort of what they are saying. At least that's what those Chinese hackers have told us. So I guess it's just, we'll have to wait and see. Lewis is not supposed to be able to be helpful, but again, unless we're going up against the battlegrounds, which is very possible that that is sort of going to be how we collect the character tokens for her. That's what I'm thinking that's going to end up happening, is it's just different times to go up against the battlegrounds. And it sort of makes sense too with the amount of time. Like everything seems to be like Charlotte is 4 hours, Mama Odie is 4 hours. There was I guess a Prince Naveen quest for 6 hours, so I'm guessing that that is going to be the one on its own. But it just, I feel like those are possible quests if we are going against the battlegrounds right now, then it is possible. But I don't think so. I think we're going to be just collecting from attractions and stuff when your characters go there. But again, we will have to wait and see. So Lewis, I said, for 6 hours, again, which is a surprise. But then we've got Goofy for 6 hours, Prince Charming for 4 hours, Mama Odie's tree attraction every 8, but that will have to be once it is built. And it will not be built right away. So that is something that we have to actually bring Tiana in for. So it is not going to be useful in collecting for her to welcome her into the kingdom. So just be warned about that, guys. Dr. Facilier is going to be every 4 hours, but again, that is after you welcome him. And the parade float is going to be able to collect her ears hats every 2 hours. But you have to remember, guys, that there is the cooldown time of the parade float. So just something to keep in mind there, guys. Now, as I said, Lewis being every 6 hours, I'm thinking that maybe that is only going to be once we build Mama Odie's tree attraction. I'm pretty sure that that is going to be when Lewis is going to be useful, because Lewis is not supposed to be useful for collecting for Princess Tiana. So that is my thought, guys, is that he is going to be useful, but only after we bring him in. So it'll be great to get her to like a level 2 or something like that. And remember, we still have to collect for her comfy cozy costume in this event and welcome Dr. Facilier once we kind of get her into the kingdom. So we still have lots to do with 2 weeks to go. So hopefully you guys are getting all organized for that. Again, you still have like just under 2 days to sort of, you know, make sure you've got Mama Odie in your kingdom, and make sure that you have got going down the bayou built and everything. So you guys still have time to do all the dialogue quests and everything. So don't panic, but just keep on your game if you've had to take it a little bit easy and stuff. I'm not saying that you're going to get through the event for sure, but I think you can at least catch up. And if you can catch up before Tiana is unlocked, I think you guys will be just fine. Even still, you guys might even be able to finish it, just depending on how difficult it is to collect for her. We don't know the rarity yet. That is still a secret, but I'm assuming her character tokens are probably going to be rare and epic, because Mama Odie's were rare and stuff like that, and I believe uncommon. So we pretty much assume that Tiana's is going to be a little bit more difficult. If not, then thank you, Disney Magic Kingdoms, in advance. But we will not know that until she's officially released. So hopefully, guys, that has been really helpful. Again, we need 50 gumbo, 15 beignets, and 14 of her ears hats. And let's not forget the event currency, 11,000 currency. So it is quite a bit. So hopefully you guys have been saving up. Obviously, I've got over 20,000, so I have enough, but going down the bayou was pretty expensive in terms of currency and stuff. It was 10,000, so I'm thinking that Mama Odie's tree is gonna be probably like 15. So I'm gonna need to pick up my game with my currency a bit. So even though I've got a lot right now, I just still need to probably keep on it, just in case it is super duper expensive, because we still have one more attraction to go. And then don't forget, guys, that it takes 4 hours to bring Tiana into the kingdom. Mama Odie was 2, so it's double the amount of time. But I think it'll still be okay. I don't think 4 hours is that bad, so we can still bring her in during the day or something like that. And then, you know, in the evening or something like that, we can manage to collect enough for her that very same day and be able to level her up to level 2, which we know we're going to need to be able to do before we unlock anything else like the costume or anything. So make sure that you get enough stuff for Tiana, even after you brought her into the kingdom. All right, so hopefully you guys found this video helpful. If you guys did, make sure to give it a big magical thumbs up. Also, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Hit that little bell for post notifications. Don't forget to share this with your friends. Also, check out my blog and my Facebook page. My Instagram as well is going to be posting some, like, my progress and stuff like that as I go along. I'll just take a picture of my iPad with my phone and stuff so you guys can at least sort of see what is going on live at the time. Also, if you guys are new to me and my channels, make sure to check out my other channel, Potter Girl. I will leave a link for that at the end of this video, which is going to be in just 2 seconds, and you can check out anything to do with Harry Potter. I'm going to be posting it there. Still a new channel, but I am hoping to grow it this year. So 2019 is a big year for me, so this is going to be lots of fun. All right, so thanks guys for watching, and we'll see you for the next one.